by the afternoon. We're going to be close to 80 today. And then this evening, lows are going to drop down to the upper 50s. And I'm keeping an eye on Monday, looking at that forecast. And I know our next guest is as well. Jacque Moyer, now in charge of the Cheshire-Milgate golf tournament happening this Monday. And there's still some spots left, either if you want to golf or go to dinner. We'll get to those in just a moment. But a lot of people, if they don't know your family story, they've heard the name.
Yeah, definitely heard the name for sure. Not my last name, but my mom's maiden name for sure. It's been pretty much everywhere at this point. It's been 20 years going on, so.
To Milgate.
Yep.
Your uncle.
Yep, he was my uncle.
And did you get to know him very much?
Yeah, he was like my second dad. I was 9 when he passed away, so it was rough, but we pulled together and found a positive out of it, so that was how I lived my life from that point forward.
Passed away in Greece in a crime that still has not been solved, but your mother has taken her wanting to remember him, and she turned it into something amazing, didn't she?
Yeah, I have no idea how she did it. I remember it beginning at Caledonia Country Club when I was young. I had long hair down to the middle of my back, and I was a Spitfire, but she started it, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and now it's, you know, could be up to a 200-person golf tournament some summers, and it's astounding what she accomplished, and raised 4 kids, and ran a daycare, and still did other fundraisers on top of it, so I can say I'm incredibly overwhelmed trying to keep up with it all.
And it is in your hands now, as your mom passed away last fall after a battle, and she was loved by so many because she did so much for so many. She just gave and gave and gave. And this year, the tournament honoring your uncle and now your mom too. Proceeds are going to go to the Kirsch Center at Golisano Children's Hospital.
Right, for my partner's niece. Mackenzie Cheshire, so she is in the music therapy program over there, and they've done wonders for her. So Kirsch Center, and then we'll also be benefiting the Wilmot Cancer Center in memory of my mom.
When you go over there and you're in the children's hospital, you say your mom's name and people light up.
Yeah.
She wanted to do good in your uncle's name, and she got became so dedicated to the children's hospital. Did she ever talk about it much, and why?
Talk about it.
I'm guessing that's a yes.
I lived in South Carolina for 10 years, and I feel like at times that was all we talked about. She was so dedicated to the cause and so dedicated to the people. Even cleaning out closets and stuff, I pulled out more Golisano's Children's Hospital shirts than I pulled out regular clothes. It was her life. It really was. I mean, we started with Camp Good Days and Special Times, and she met the people from the Children's Hospital, and she fell in love. And it wasn't a small, like, itty-bitty kind of love. It was like head over heels falling down the stairs in love with everybody at the Children's Hospital. I mean, the nurses know her. It's insane when you walk in there.
I know it's reciprocal. So you are doing your job to carry on her work, and it's this Monday.
It is.
And which golf course?
It's at Deerfield Country Club.
And there's still some spots.
There are, yes.
So we want to let you know, number one, that this tournament is going to go on, and number two, you have an opportunity to join in. What is the start time? What do people need to know if they want to either come out and golf or maybe just come for dinner?
There's a registration site. You can get it through the Cheshire-Milgate Golf Classic on Facebook. You can also go to our Constant Contact website and sign up through there. It's a gunshot scramble start at 10 o'clock a.m., and you can start practicing at 8:30 a.m. And if you just want to join for dinner, it's open bar from 3:30 to 4:30, and then dinner will be served at 4:30, and it'll be buffet style. It's delicious food, so come out and join us.
You probably heard this a time or two, but the work that you've done is pretty awesome. I know it hasn't been easy.
No.
And I know it's been a tough few weeks, and maybe going into this next week as well, but I hope you know that people are so grateful and thankful. Do you hear that much? I hope you do.
I do. I thought I had this handled because I did fundraisers in South Carolina, but I can say that this is a lot more difficult than raising money for your mom and shaving your head and being a one-person battler. I mean, working with a team and doing something this big it's a learning experience. And even being involved with it since I was 12 or 13 up until now, you never know all that goes into it until you're the one sitting behind the computer and sitting behind the phone and making the phone calls.
Well, you're doing it. You're doing it. Monday, we're going to cross our fingers for good weather.
Yes, please.
Local headlines are coming up next.